Hi, my name is George. I just wanted to create a little intro video for myself to explain why I was interested in starting a new channel, because I used to have one, but I didn't have much to say after a while. So I decided to start a new one, and I'm collaborating with Darren as well, which looks like it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, the reason that I decided to make another channel was because, good news, I found out that I will probably be going on hormones, testosterone, by April 9th. That's actually kind of questionable right now, due to finances and stuff, but if not April 9th, hopefully, like, sometime within the next couple of months. So, I was thinking that it would be nice to document what I look like, what I sound like, what I think like, before such a big change in my life. So, for an intro video, keep fixing my hair. For an intro video, I think I'll just talk about, like, I suppose how I identify, in terms of, like, the LGBTQ spectrum and stuff. And yeah, if there's anything that I leave out of this video that you all are curious about, leave a message or something, or a comment, and I'll get to that. So as far as how I identify, right now, I mean, I know some people aren't fond of labels, but I personally am. I find a lot of strength in being able to say, here's a group of people that identify with me, or here's a group of people that are similar to me, as well as I find strength in taking a label like gay or trans and kind of like turning it upside down and showing people that in order to fit with a label, you don't have to fit with a stereotype. So I do like labels, and I do use them to describe myself. So the first label I suppose I'll talk about is that I identify as FTM, female to male, transsexual, or transgender, either or. I've been out as transgender for about 2 years now, both of those years being at university. I haven't dealt very much with being out with people from my hometown, so I was lucky that most of the people I'm out to have known me as George for most of the time that they've known me. So I identify as FTM. I also identify as a femme FTM, because I'm fabulous, and I like being feminine, being effeminate, having long hair, wearing pretty clothes, sequins, glitter, all that. So I identify pretty strongly with the term femme, even though I identify as male, which is confusing to some people, but not to me, so yeah, I like both of those things, being male and yet feminine, so yeah. I also identify as gay as of now, although I'm not as sure about that one, but for the most part I find myself attracted to other male-identified people, regardless of their body, just their identity. If someone identifies as male, I see them as a potential, like, person to date, or whatever. So yeah, gay. Also, I identify pretty strongly with the term asexual, which is a tricky one, because a lot of people aren't familiar with that term, but for me, I just understand it as, I don't like sex, not interested in it very much, so I usually use that term to describe myself, because a lot of people, if you're going on like a first or second date with someone, they kind of assume that you're a sexual person, and they kind of assume that that's like in the dating contract somewhere, where I am not really interested in that when I'm dating someone. I'm more interested in, like, making spiritual/emotional connections with someone, or cuddling maybe, or kissing maybe, or whatever. So I identify as asexual just so that people don't assume that I'm a sexual person, but I wouldn't say that I'm like entirely without sex or that I have no sex drive or whatever. So it's kind of a murky identity, if you will, but it's one that I embrace. So that's how I think of like my sexuality and gender right now. I've heard that sometimes sexuality changes for people when they go on hormones, so that should be interesting to see if it stays the same or not. As far as like the rest of my life, other things about me, I'm a sort of creative person. I like writing short stories usually, also poetry sometimes. Um, I like LARPing a lot. For people that don't know what that is, it's live action roleplay, LARP. Yeah. And basically it's a bunch of people who go to a campsite in the woods, pretend to take on the personality and life of a certain character, from a fantasy world, from a medieval world, from a futuristic world, whatever you want. And you go out and pretend that you're this character for a weekend, and it's really fun, and it's actually starting to be one of my passions in life. So, LARP, good. Also, at university, I'm a philosophy major, so I'm really interested in, like, ethics, lying, specifically, um, and Greek philosophy, as well. So, yeah, that's, I guess, a small portrait of me and who I am right now at this moment in time. Um, I was thinking for later videos, I mean, like I said, I've been out for about 2 years, so I have experience with, like, issues like passing, binders, packing, like, a lot of things. So, if anyone has any suggestions for what type of video they'd want to see, please let me know, and I'll be creating another one soon. Alright, bye.